Alright, welcome back ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Razor from RazorTube coming at you with some possible release date Rust Council beta action today. Now the stuff we'll be going over is pertaining to the Rust Council beta for the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. So let's just get right into it and we'll discuss some of the information, and do remember that when I'm making these videos it's sincerely speculation. Oh my gosh, dude, this is so rugged. Alright, so we're here. Alright, if you guys aren't familiar with the channel, make sure you guys drop that sub and like. Also, if you guys are not familiar with the Boyfriend Squad, make sure you check out the other members, Jade Monkey and BioLaser. They stream the same stuff I do, basically Rust, Ark, FPS games, Daisy, you name it, we got it. Yeah. But anyways, alright, so recently the summer DLC, the Sunburn DLC came out for Rust, and we got a bunch of new toys, so I'll just show you those real quick before we get into the Rust Council Beta info. We got a nice little fridge that's a ice cream stand now, pretty awesome. We got some new doors, which are pretty funny, might I add. And we got a new carpet, which is kind of cartoony and funny. And the biggest thing of them all is we got this sweet underground pool and the little kiddie pool with some beach towels, inner tubes, paddle boards that you can take anywhere on the map, which is kind of funny. You can even do oil rig runs with it. And then you get some super soakers as well. That's pretty much the sum up, and you get to wear bathing suits, which are, oh my gosh. Anyways, alright, so let's talk about the Rust Council beta. If you guys are new to the channel and you haven't been here before, Rust Council beta is being ported by D11. They're a studio that's working for Facepunch, who are the creators of Rust. Okay, so essentially they're porting Rust to the consoles. Now, when they have been porting this and basically working on it for the last 2 years, they've had a commit list, and the commit list is like a log for them to jot down the information they've worked on. Facepunch goes over it, they approve or disapprove, then D11 starts working on it again, okay? So the thing is when D11's working on these, typically they update it all the time, but recently, and let's just go take a look at it, shall we? Recently, and this is Double Eleven's website, so if you want to check them out, they're not new to porting big title games at all to any of the platforms. So just know that they work on things like Minecraft and other games such as Rust, and then they have their little prison architect game that they've worked on too. So they're not new to this porting of the games to any platforms at all. Alright, so anyways, they work on the commit list, and here's the commit list, and as of like almost 40 days now, there's been nothing added to it at all. Neither to this or the actual console version beta commit list. Now, let me explain this real quick. So before, we were seeing shadow text back in the day, right? And so here it is. We'll never know what this text is, and we pretty much won't ever know that information. But what I'm speculating it to be is going to be, these are kind of tweaks and whatnot that they were making to the Rust Council beta before they made the beta branch for the commit list. And the thing is we can never see this, right? So you ask yourself, okay, so what was that information? Well, 40 days ago they stopped updating it, and if you guys aren't familiar with the certification process between PlayStation and Xbox, which is Microsoft and PlayStation, or Sony, it takes 4 to 6 weeks to port a game and basically get it certified to go and push onto consoles. Now, 40 days ago they stopped doing this, and I think basically what it was is that the shadow text and the first commit list on the regular console version was, you know, it was them making tweaks to the game because they were getting the game certification done, right? They stopped 40 days ago, meaning to you guys that I think, and I'm speculating, this is all speculation, that this game has been done for a while and they're literally either have picked a date or they're picking a date for the Rust Council beta. Why do I say that? Because typically, whenever Phase Punch makes a another branch on the commit list, right? When they added the car beta, right, and the modular cars on the testing or staging branch, they brought it onto a staging branch first, and then they released it on the actual full version branch. Now, the way it works is the game can be ported in 4 to 6 weeks if the studio doesn't know what they're doing. The 11 does, so possibly they could have got it done in 1 to 2 weeks. So, meaning that the beta could already be done. It could already be sitting there waiting for us to get uh, pushed through email, like you get our codes and everything's done. But here's the deal, right? We haven't seen any movement on the Rust.Note list. And remember how I was talking about the switch to Unity HDRP? It was a few videos back. I think this might actually be for the next gen consoles, right? So I'm speculating that this game's sitting there. Now the date, I'm not sure of, okay? Now I'm thinking since they came out with the summer or the Sunburn DLC, they're not going to have anything to work on now, so they're going to start hammering the beta. They'll probably think about a release date, and obviously we haven't heard anything from the Rust Council Twitter page or Gary Newman's page at all, besides the release of the Sunburn DLC. Now here's the thing, and this could be a possible release date or a showcase of Rust, and that's on the event, the Xbox Games Showcase on July 23rd. Now the thing about that is, although that's not set in stone, and by all means, that's not a date that they've actually said this is when the beta is going to come out, because they have to give us, they got to do a few days prep, then they got to give us the email, they got to make sure the servers are done. And when you look at the commit list for the beta, all they had it was some simplistic Linux stuff to clean up, and then after that, guess what? Nothing. So they probably were building the infrastructure to the servers while they had the game done because it had already been certified, and then after it had been certified, they're choosing a date or they have one to showcase on the 23rd. Now, I mean, obviously that's all speculation, but it is possible that that could happen. Now, I mean, it is what it is, right? The game's going to be released whenever. We don't know. But I'm thinking it's going to still be, and my guess was early July, which so far I'm wrong, or mid-July. So that'd be by the 14th. Now the thing is, I'm not thinking this is too far off because I think the game's already done, and Jade Monkey can definitely attest to that. He agrees. And I think if it's not going to come out in July, we're definitely looking at an August release date for the Rust Council beta for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Now, remember, that's speculation on our parts, but with all that information out there, that's what I'm thinking's happening. Now, if you guys think of something else, or you know anything else, drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Because I get a lot of comments that, people say, oh, it's going to come out in 2021, not until the next gen console, but that's not true. Because on the Face Punch website it says for Xbox and PlayStation 4 in the year 2020, right? So anybody who says that, I don't think so. And the beta has never stopped progressing. Now, do you remember that I was talking about that 4 to 6 week window to where they could get it certified? The thing is, it's been sitting there and they've been working on that. So if you hear any information like, oh, it's not going to come out soon, it's going to be September, October, I don't think so. This is on the brink of being released, and a lot of people obviously speculate just like me and have their own opinions. But, I mean, for everything that we've seen in the commit list, be it crossplay or finding the skins and the Rust skin store on the commit list, I mean, we've pretty much been in the right the whole time. But let me know what you think. Obviously, if you're new to the channel, drop a sub and a like. That's just a tidbit of information. I know I haven't dropped a video on the Rust Council beta in a little while, but I figured I'd share that information with you and let you know why I think it still might be in July. Now, granted, it could release the date before the showcase on the 23rd or before that. So let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm glad you guys stopped by again. And by all means, smash that sub and like button for myself and the Boyfriend Squad members, because when Rust Council Beta comes out, we're going to be playing it as long as possible. And you'll be sure to catch us live streaming during that time and posting some of the very stuff that you guys as council players need to survive in the Rust Council Beta, in the worst savage open world survival game you will ever play. Alright guys, I'll talk to you later. Peace.